Greetings and welcome back once again to Ney at the Katzbach. So let's see what my coalition opponent has gotten up to. What has the coalition been up to this turn? Interesting. The screen of Cossacks are falling back, that much is clear. More Cossacks are showing up. Okay, the Cossacks are pretty badly routed because of that one cannon shot that was fired. Where do they think they're going, beyond sitting on the flank? Ooh, Russian Hussars. That's a lot of Russian Hussars. What is it? It's about at least 800 Russian Hussars are coming up the road. Some more Cossacks are moving forward. They're spoiling my surprise. Still, for the most part, the surprise will remain. More Cossacks. More Cossacks. Some skirmishers and some guns deployed in the orchards ahead of the village of Hennersdorf. There's some more Russian guns, so he's deployed a nice thick skirmish screen with a couple of batteries. My guess would be he would have his line of skirmishers there and then his main line there, perhaps. That would certainly be an effective position because of the terrain. The Prussian Hussars and Landwehr cavalry are spreading out. More Prussian cavalry. So much coalition cavalry. Their big advantage in 1813 is they have so much cavalry compared to the French. To be fair, I do have a decent amount of cavalry, it's just still outnumbered overall by the Allied cavalry. In that, between the Cossacks, the Landwehr cavalry, all the regular cavalry, and then they are all gonna about face, Alrighty. 2156. That would be that bridge. So that bridge has taken some damage. Anything to shoot? That is quite a long-ranged shot, but yeah, 2 casualties is 2 casualties. Alright. Now the fun begins. We'll start up here, as always. The 10th Hussars will be broken into 2 squadrons. Well, 2 half squadrons, rather. The 1st squadron of the 10th. The 2nd squadron of the 10th will position itself on the other side of the road. Third squadron will position itself behind, and then so will the 4th squadron. Will basically turn you that way, and you will get turned that way. The Baden Dragoons will start setting up on their flank. With General Blucher. And then, let's see, what can he see? He can see General Vauthiers' brigade of cavalry. So the 23rd Chasseurs, 1st Squadron of the 23rd, 2nd Squadron of the 23rd, 3rd Squadron of the 23rd, and then the 4th. 2nd Squadron of the 20th, 1st Squadron of the 20th, 3rd Squadron, and the 4th Squadron will be in that 1 hex for now. And then Exalmans will come forward as well. Okay. Where did I see those hussars? There they are. So, what is his plan, I wonder? So, we'll shift up the 12th Chasseurs and break them down into half squadrons, as always. The 11th will come forward to there. The 2nd Lancers will form up there. This is a bit wide of a cavalry deployment, but for now it's effective. And then General, this lot, the 9th. The 9th Hussars and the 4th Lancers will head that way, with General Rosselli taking position in there. So yeah, we'll actually shift him forward a bit more. And then Marin will stay there. Let's bring forward General Marchand's division. And now we will start the march, I guess. Not the best, but workable. For now, at least. We will push forward this lot. And we'll push forward one more hex. The 141st will go there, and then the 140th will position themselves there, for now at least. It's a fairly compact division, but General Delmas. The 145th. Siam. Everything 3rd Corps specific will push forward that way. And then the rest of the 9th Division will continue to basically form up there. Alright, let's do you to there. And then General Boyer with the divisional guns will continue to move forward, as will the divisional supply wagons. So, while we are still out of range for now, we are slowly but surely pushing forward. And in the meantime, we'll also continue to bring up the heavier cavalry elements, basically tucking them behind the main infantry. Now, MacDonald I don't want attacking yet still. These companies that I have along the river bank will stay there. go up there. And now we will start taking up the positions for the rest of the troops. He will come up behind, as will the supply wagon. In the meantime, I'll move up these the cavalry or elements of the 11th Corps. Not much, but just enough to perhaps give him a sense of, well, the fact that I'm going to be attacking soon. Now, I could shift forward the 5th Corps more. It would certainly put me into a better position to attack when the time comes. But it's a case of, would it be worth it? Probably not, but I will do it for the sake of being in a better position when the time comes for the main assault with the 4th Corps. 4th Corps, 5th Corps. You go there, and then you go there. Now, the heavier guns of the Corps artillery, plus the pioneers, there we go. We're still just advancing ever so slightly, so that when the time comes I'll be able to attack with him if I want. But my plan remains to try and squash the coalition right flank before I do anything else. I could throw forward the 11th, but without General Carpentier's 36th Division in position, I am not yet comfortable in ordering them to assault forward. So Siam has effective command over 3 of his divisions, with the final 2 being detached for the moment. And then Sebastiani has effective command of 1 of his cavalry divisions. He would need to be a bit further back, but at which point he would not. Oh, I suppose he can, technically. He can go maybe a single hex that way. Yeah, that doesn't really do much, does it? Still, with MacDonald, with my 3 main corps in command, it should allow the assault to be fairly effective. You know what? I'm going to slightly alter the plan. Not much. I am going to just advance with MacDonald's Corps. Not by much, once again. Perhaps just enough to make him think that I'm launching an assault with them. They won't fully do it until the others are prepared, but we'll break the last lot of this into skirmishers, just so they're not causing mixed organisation. So there's General Lederer. And his command coming forward. And I'll also bring forward the 18 12-pounders of the Corps. The Neapolitan Chasseur. Still, once again, pushing forward, the main Allied line, which we'll say is around Belwitzhof and Christianhof, should be fairly well distracted by MacDonald by the time Soyam and his forces launch their main assault on the right. Lauriston is remaining fairly passive on the left, on my right rather, to tempt him into withdrawing troops from his left to reinforce his right, at which point he will attack and look to take Hennersdorf, the Kritzberg, the Bettenberg, maybe, though I highly doubt it, maybe even push as far as Bremberg. But again, I highly doubt it. Still, for now, it's 7:45. We're going into the 8 o'clock turn as we continue to push forward. Ready. The sheer amount of troops that are advancing should at least give him concern of where the hell they're all going, because at the end of the day, where the hell are they all going as far as he's concerned? Yes, he can probably see most of them now, so there's no subtlety much anymore, but with General Blucher looking to take Eric Holtz here. His job is basically to take this village and then push on to Christianhof. And then perhaps onto Tibelwitz. With the rear, with Albert supporting his left flank. As is Delmas. I think my plan is solid. There's no, quote, needing to shake it up at all. Not a lot has happened to warrant shaking it up. What I will do, however, is the guns that can't shoot are to re-limber up. Ready to advance. So when the time comes for the assault here by MacDonald, I want to build sort of a grand battery of all his 12-pounders. Still, onwards we push. So, that's been another turn of Ney at the Katzbach. So, I hope you have all enjoyed once again. If you have, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. It's all appreciated. But until next time, I will say thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now.